which is in Hawthorne City. Hey, sorry for that cut. That might be the end of part one, because that was about 15 minutes, and I don't really want to make a 30-minute long video, and we're only pretty much halfway. The next gym is the Hawthorne City Gym. Now, if they went the Diamond and Pearl route, you have to get the HM for Surf. In order to do that, you got to go, I believe, up to Route I think it's Route 210, I want to say. Maybe it's 28, 209. But on that route, there is catchable ghost types, Ghastly, and Duskull. Recommend, if you're using Infernape, to catch one of those two Pokemon. But it's not too necessary because, I mean, you still can't really beat her gym with just a ghost type because Ghost is super effective to Ghost, meaning that whoever's faster wins. So if you want to go that route, you can. It's probably the best route to go with Infernape because otherwise you have to use Luxray or whatever he's at this point and just bite him to death, which you can. That's another thing you could do. But then you have to go up. You have to go up to another city to do the stuff in that city, and then you have to go up another route and then go to Celestic Town, which is where Surf is. That route before Celestic Town, you can catch a fire type, which is Ponyta. You should be able to if they use the Diamond and Pearl catching shenanigans. You should be able to catch Pokemon then. I know I didn't mention the Great Marsh when we went over Pastoria, and I didn't mention any of the routes before Pastoria. Honestly, I forgot to look at the routes. So if you could catch anything relevant there, catch it. I'll post text on the screen when we're talking about Pastoria, any Pokemon that I think you should catch. I know I forgot to mention it. Whoop-de-doo. So the next Pokemon I recommend everyone catch is Ponyta. I know what you're thinking. Why another fire type? I'll mention it later. There's a specific reason why, and it's because Infernape isn't really known to be bulky. He can take a few hits, but he's a glass cannon. He's a glass cannon. He outspeeds everything, and he pretty much one-shots everything. But if he doesn't one-shot and he gets hit, he's more than likely going down. Now, what I wanted to mention is that what I wanted to mention is that for Fantina or whatever, Fantina, she should have a flying type. She should have a Gengar. She should also have a Miss Mages that knows Psybeam. So Infernape, you're taking the L here. You can't really do much here, which is why I said you could either go the Luxray route or catch a Ghost type. Me personally, I'll probably catch a Ghost type because I like Gengar. So I'll probably go that route. But if you do not have a Ghost type or a Dark type move on your Pokemon, you could be in trouble. I promise you. I've gotten stuck here before. I have gotten stuck here before. Do not underestimate that woman. She's terrifying. Now, the other ones shouldn't really have a problem. Turtwig takes super effective damage from a gust on like a flying move on Drifblim, but it's a Drifblim. I'm not gonna worry about you losing to a Drifblim because I don't think you will. So I'm not gonna give it a fail. I'm gonna give it a pass because it does super effective damage to Gengar. If Gengar does not have Levitate, he did in the older gens. He shouldn't, because if they gave Gengar Levitate again, I'm gonna use him in my comp team because that's ridiculous. And the Miss Mages, she barely can do any damage to you. I mean, she gets you a Shadow Ball. That's bad. I mean, like, I don't think you should have any problems with it. I don't want to give it a pass. I think I'm gonna give it a neutral, and then for Piplup, you don't struggle with anyone. They really can't do damage to you because you're a Steel type. You pretty much resist any damage they would throw at you besides Magical Leaf on Miss Mages. Because I remember her having Magical Leaf, and that's neutral. I'm pretty sure you resist Ghost. You resist Flying. You can't be hit by Poison. So I got to give you a pass because they can't hit you. So Piplup gets a pass. So it's pass, Piplup, neutral, Turtwig, fail, Chimchar. Which the next gym for Chimchar should be a little bit better. You have to go all the way back to Jubilee and go to the left. I completely forgot about that, but this is the reason why you need Surf, because you can't um, get to it without Surf. This is another route. If you didn't catch the Weasel or the Weasel or the, what was it? The Shellos, I recommend catching a Floatzel or a Gastrodon here. You know, I'm serious when I say this. You probably need this for the E4. I'm mentioning it multiple times. You're gonna need this for the E4. At least a couple of you guys will. I promise to God, you'll need it for the E4. So the next gym leader is Byron, in which Byron is the Steel type gym leader. Now, the reason why I mentioned that you should probably catch this Ponyta is because the other two don't really have anything that can deal a lot of damage, or not. I shouldn't say that. The other two have stuff that can do damage to the other ones, but specifically in Empoleon, all your damage is resisted, even flying. The one flying move you have is resisted. For his first Pokemon is Levitate, so you can't hit it with ground, and grass is resisted. But other than that, Turtwig stomps this gym. Turtwig annihilates this gym. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure his last Pokemon, Bastiodon, is quad affected by ground. So you destroy this gym. So I'm going to give it a pass. I'm also going to give Infernape a pass because, well, yes, he does struggle with the first Pokemon. He is a fire type. So as long as he doesn't get one-shotted by the Bronzor, it's a Bronzor. He should be able to one-shot a Bronzor. Goes in, one-shots the Bronzor, he's fine. The only one that could give him problems is his Steelix, which I remember him having. But I don't think his Steelix has any good moves because he never hit me with any good moves. He hit me with Ice Fang like 3 times. I was so concerned that he hit me with Ice Fang. I was very concerned with him. So you should be able to sweep the Steelix. Should be able to sweep the Bastiodon. Bastiodon's quad affected by fighting. Just remember that. So, easy sweep for both of them too. Empoleon is the only one I'm going to give a fail on this because he doesn't have a move. He doesn't really have a move that can do a lot of damage to any of his Pokemon. He does have water type moves, which are not, I want to say, neutral to the Steelix and the Bastiodon. I'm almost 100% certain that Steel resists water. But ground is super effective by water and rock is, so it should be neutral. So he is neutral to the good parts of his team, but they also don't have anything to hit him with. I'm not gonna give. Actually, I take back what I said. I'm not gonna give him a fail. I'm gonna give him a neutral because he does take neutral. He does take neutral not neutral damage. He takes resistant damage because it's a steel type. But he does deal neutral damage unless they have a move that they can hit him with. Which I should probably give him a pass for that. I'm not gonna give him a pass for that because I gave him a pass for that in the other gyms, but I might have to give him a pass for that because I don't think they can hit him. Okay, I take back what I said. I'm gonna give him a pass for that because they can't hit him. He can't hit them. He hits them for neutral. They hit him for resisted. So he will win out. So he doesn't really need that Ponyta. But I still recommend getting it. It just makes it easier. I'm going to give him a pass for that. Ugh, that feels awful. Why does he get so many passes? Damn steel typing. He has so many fucking passes. If the Steelix has a ground move, I do not recommend it. If Steelix has a ground move, this is a fail. If Bastiodon has a coverage ground move, also a fail. I don't know their moves because I'm not looking at the moves. I'm just looking at the gym leaders and I'm remembering what Pokemon they're using. If either of them two have ground coverage moves, it's a fail. But I doubt it because I don't think they do because I don't remember getting hit by it and I was using Infernape. If anyone gets hit by a ground move, it should be Infernape. So, that It should just nip that in the bud. I heard though in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl they tried to give the gym leaders better movesets, but if they did, Piplup, you're gonna struggle. If they didn't, you take resist damage from everything else they can throw at you. Steel is resisted. Rock is might be resisted. I don't honestly. When it comes to steel type, I know that fighting is super effective. I know that fire is super effective and ground. And that's about it. I'm be honest. I'm pretty sure it resists like almost every other type of the game. So I don't really like remember much. Um, so the next gym leader after Byron should be oh, I'm trying to remember this one off the top of my head, but it is not coming. Should be Candace. Candace dick fit in your mouth. Which should be the ice gym. There's a clear winner for who likes this gym the best. And that is Infernape. Infernape loves this gym. Now, if they went the Diamond and Pearl route, there is a catch because I remember getting hit by this and I was pissed. I was mad as. Now, I don't think he has a good move set because if they did, they'd be kind of broken. I don't think he has a good move set, but we'll mention it. So we have it should be Snover or maybe Abomasnow. Should be Snover with Snow Warning, Sneasel, Metacham, and Abomasnow. This is what I remember fighting in the other gen. This is should be the gym leader for Snowpoint City, which is on the middle of fuck nowhere. Like it's trying to think of what route you have to take to get there. I'm sorry. Off of the top of my head, I cannot for the life of me remember. I think you have to go. Hold on. I'm gonna take another cut and figure it out. I'll be right back. I figured it out. I thought it was Mount Cornet. I was right. You have to go through Mount Cornet, and you have to go through the top part of the up part. You have to go up through Mount Cornet to the top of Mount Cornet, in which you get on a snowy peak. If I remember correctly, you can catch a few good ghost types here. I remember in Platinum you could catch a snow run. If you can catch a snow run on this route, catch a snow run and evolve it into a Frostlass because Ice Ghost is incredible. But if you can't, you can catch Snover. Not as good because it's grass ice, but I do recommend getting an ice type. I recommend it. It does not matter which one of the two, which one of y'all you pick. I recommend it. Now you can give your Empoleon Ice Beam or an Ice type move whenever you get the TM for it, which you get on this route. You get Ice Beam on this route. As I'm looking at it, so you can give him Ice Beam, but it's not Stab. And to be fair, anything you would use it for is quite affected. But I do recommend getting an Ice type here. I know that Swineup should be catchable soon too. No, I don't think it is because I think it's Platinum, but Sneasel is, and I personally will be going with the Weavile. 110%, I would be going with the Weavile when I play through my game, which, if you guys seen the video yesterday, I get to pick 2 of my members to go into the E4 with. It's probably going to be my starter in Weavile. I really like Weavile. Either that or my starter in Lucario, but I don't think I'll do that because I already have a fighting type. So you should go up through Aquidity Lakefront, which has more like Metatypes and Metachams. If you didn't catch a Metatype or Metacham, go for it here. I recommend it. As long as you're not a Fortnite user, I recommend it because Fighting Psychic is a good type combo that it really does not Oh no, it likes dark. I was about to say, it really does not like dark, but I thought about it and we're good. If you didn't catch one, I recommend it. Snow Point City is the next gym in the game, which she uses, like I said, Snover, quite affected by fire. Uh, oh, Sneasel, quite affected by fighting. A fighting psychic type Metacham that doesn't have any good moves, neutral to fire, and a Snover, quite affected by fire. This is the biggest, easiest pass for Inferno you will ever get in your entire life. Just go ahead and if you can get Inferno to this point, if you're doing like a Nuzlocke or something, if you can get Inferno to this point, honestly, if you're doing a Nuzlocke, do not bring Infernape to any gym past the third gym until you get to Snow Point. That's my thought process here. Because I know I'm going to be doing a Nuzlocke of this game, so I know what I want to do. Or, I mean, before Byron, sorry. You bring him back before Byron. You don't bring him to Pastoria, you don't bring him to Hearthorn. You bring him back for Canalave, Snow Point, and maybe even Sunny Shore, which is Vulcan. Um, so you should be able to handle that with Infernape. Ice, Portera, no. No, 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 no. Quad affected, hell no. He does not like this gym at all. They all have ice moves, even his Metacham, because I remember he had Ice Punch, I believe. No, you do not use this Pokemon here. This is the Ponyta. This is the Ponyta one. This is the Ponyta gym. This is the Ponyta gym. 110%. You need the Ponyta for this gym. Or at least I recommend having the Ponyta for this gym. If you got the Metatite or the Metacham, you also don't struggle with this gym. So you could do that. If I remember correctly, Steel is super effective to Ice. If not, it's resisted. But I don't think Ice resists very much. So if Steel is super effective to Ice, hit it with a Steel move for Empoleon and pack it up. Just pack it up. Should be a pass for these two. Should be a pass for Infernape. I will leave text if I believe that it shouldn't be a pass. If Steel is not super effective to Ice, it's neutral. It's a neutral gym for Empoleon. I don't think they can't really hit him with anything. I mean, the Metacham has fighting moves, but that is one Pokemon. If you don't have any more Pokemon and you just have Empoleon, that's your fault. So I don't know how you got past Gardenia if you didn't have any more Pokemon. You should be able to handle a Metacham. It's just one Pokemon. You should be able to handle it. So I'm gonna give it. I might give it the benefit of the doubt and give it a neutral. I'm not gonna give it a pass because, like I just said, Metacham does have super effective damage to it, and I don't remember if Steel is super effective to Ice. I believe it is. If it is, then it should be a pass. But who knows? I know that it. Wait. No, it should be a pass. It should be a pass because if you can handle the Metacham, it'll be a pass from Bullion. If you can't handle the Metacham, sorry. Should be a pass. Now, obviously, Torterra gets a failure. Infernape and Bullion, I'm going to give them both passes. Torterra, fail. Holy shit, he fails. Okay. So the next gym should be Faulkner, which is the Sunny Shore gym, which for the absolute life of me, I cannot remember how to get there for some reason. So we might take another break just for like a minute. As soon as I looked at the route, I promise you, as soon as I looked at the routes, I recognized what route you need to go on. You need to go past Pastoria City, Route 203. Catch a water type on this route if you don't already have one. You can get Trick Room on this route if you want it. Go for it. The next route should be the Valor Lakefront, which is, yes, another lakefront. This one has a few interesting Pokemon on it that I don't think you should catch. I mean, you can go for Houndour. Well, not Houndour's Platinum, so you can't go for Houndour. Um, if you want a Pokemon that's on this route, I'll list all the Pokemon. You go up to 214. I think that's an optional route. That also has Ponyta. If you don't have Ponyta already, that's damn Ponyta, bro. I'm telling you, you don't need it anymore for Infernape. So if you caught the Ponyta, put it in the box. You don't need it. But on Valor, when you're in Valor Lakefront, go to the right, the route 222. And after that route, you should be able to go to Sunny Shore City. This route has a few electric types. And if you didn't catch Luxray, catch it now. If you didn't catch Shinx, catch it now. If you didn't catch Floatzel or a water type, catch it now. Do you understand what I'm saying? Catch it now. You can go Magneton, or you can go Electabuzz for electric types. But damn electric type, what are you doing? Are you trying to lose? Now, there's a Pokemon here that I personally would recommend catching, which is Sharpedo. I do recommend catching Sharpedo. I don't remember where you can catch Carvana at. I see that you can catch Sharpedo here with a Super Rod. So if you really want to go, I mean, if you caught the Sneasel that I said that I was going to catch, I'm not going to go with Sharpedo because I'm going to go for Sneasel. But you can catch a Sharpedo here if you need a Dark type. Or not, I mean, you won't need one right now, but if you want a Dark type. Dark Water. Sunny Shore City. Electric type gym. Litor. Now, we mentioned that my man's Turtwig, who was the GOAT for a while, like he was, neutraling pretty much every gym or taking over the gym. This is another gym he takes over, with the exception of one Pokemon. I'll mention this Pokemon because it never made sense to me as a kid. There's really two Pokemon that doesn't make sense to me. Never made sense to me as a kid. So we'll go through the list. The obvious winner here is Torterra. Torterra basically sweeps every member of their gym. He can't be hit by electric moves. So, for obvious reasons, he sweeps the gym. Now, there is two problems with this gym that makes me listen to me, not pass him. As he's not getting a pass in the electric gym as a grass ground type. There's two problems. One, Octillery. Why the fuck does he have an Octillery? I don't know. But he has an Octillery. And that Octillery knows Aurora Beam. You know how I know? I used a Graveler. He one-shot it. Yeah, he one-shot it. It was a sad day. Thought maybe I could. I honestly, as a child, I was quite dumb and didn't know what Octillery was until the Pokemon came in. I was like, oh, it's an octopus. And then I hit with an Orb Beam. I was like, oh, okay. For the longest time, I thought he was an Ice type because I had only gotten hit by Aurora Beam by an Octillery ever. So I ended up using fighting moves on it and didn't realize it wasn't super effective. So could have ended up losing Infernape that day, but I don't remember if I did or not. But the next Pokemon that there's an issue for him is Luxray. Yes, Luxray is a problem. Because I guarantee you're not faster than Luxray. You should one-shot. Wait, no, you shouldn't. Because he has Intimidate. You gotta soak up the Intimidate on another Pokemon. You more than likely gotta sack it off, too, because he's pretty strong, and he's got hella coverage moves. If I remember correctly, he's got dark coverage moves, because I had a Kadabra. He's got steel coverage moves. He should have steel coverage moves. He should have Iron Tail. That's like his go-to. But he learns the Fangs. So he could have Fire Fang. He will have Thunder Fang. And I know for a fucking fact he has Ice Fang because I got hit with Ice Fang. So I can't give him a pass here when he struggles against two of the Pokemon. Now, should he? No! He should have 4 electric types. And he should sweep through the other 3. He should get a pass here, but he doesn't. He gets a fail. In the electric gym, a ground type gets a fail. It's crazy as hell to me. And another reason, he's only really super effective to 2 Pokemon, in which one of the 2 Pokemon has a quad effective move against him. So, I cannot give him a pass. Infernape gets a neutral. And the reason why he gets a neutral, well, no, I don't think he gets a neutral, is I remember him having a surfing, what is that, Raichu? A surfing Raichu, because Pikachu can learn to surf. I remember having a surfing Raichu. If you can one-shot the Raichu, you're good. But otherwise, no. Now, he does do super effective damage to Ambipom, and it doesn't really take much damage from the Luxray's moves. He takes a lot of damage from Arctozuka. So, for the fact that 2 of the Pokemon have super effective moves, I have to give him a fail. Because I gave Torterra a fail. That's interesting. Both the Fire and Grass one have a fail here. Whereas Piplup has probably a neutral, I would say, because he can't really hit them for much. Like, he can use his Steel move. They hit him for neutral. Unless they use a normal or an Ice type move, they hit him for neutral. So I would give him a neutral rating. So he gets a neutral, so it's neutral, fail, fail. So now we're on the E4, which, if I remember correctly, the E4 should be very, 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 very good. At least the first couple should be very good for the lesser loved starters, the ones that have the more fails, like Infernape. The first one should be Aaron. The bug type gym leader. So I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a short little cut to figure out what Pokemon you should have at the end for each starter. I will be right back.